first forecast brought to you by Stored at Home, rent-to-own portable buildings. Out there today, another nice day. It was relatively cool for this time of year, but a little bit warmer than where we were yesterday. We should be right around 80 degrees. We got up to 79, 51 for our low last night, a little bit below average, should be around 56. And of course, we're running about 30 inches in total for the rain so far this year. That puts us almost at a foot above average as far as our rainfall goes. Unfortunately, we are tracking rain moving back into the area. Fortunately for us, it's not tonight. Mainly clear skies, 55 degrees out there. Another nice night to really maybe just crack a window open, turn the AC off, because it's going to be relatively cool and dry with our dew points down into the 50s. It'll feel nice outside. So we're tracking that and rain moving back into the area. Of course, I'll let you know when you're going to see that in the forecast and when you're going to have to deal with it. Coming up in just a few minutes, your ABC 31 News starts right now.
Welcome to ABC 31 News Tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. Targeting seniors. Grandparent scams are far too common and successful these days, even locally. ABC 31's Shar Thomas has more information on what to watch for in tonight's big story.
It's a scam that targets grandparents' wallets, and the way it's done will have you wondering, how?
In a typical grandparent scam, a grandparent of some sort, male or female, is either called or emailed by someone who's identifying themselves as their grandchild. A lot of times the stories that we have gotten from people that have been called is the person that's calling will muffle their voice.
They will go as far as making up tragic scenarios that will require them needing a large amount of money. To avoid scams such as these, officials are saying have an open line of communication with your grandparents.
The first thing you do is call that grandchild or call that person.
While it is commonly called the grandparent scam, criminals may also claim to be a family friend or a family member. Whatever the case may be, never wire money based on a request made over the phone or in an email, especially overseas. Wiring money is like giving cash. Once you send it, you can't get it back. Shar Thomas, ABC 31 News.
And this just in, Rapids deputies have captured a suspected carjacker late this afternoon and arrested his mother as well for leading them astray in their investigation. 29-year-old Albert Miklas was located a short time ago. We'll pass on more details on that arrest as we get them. Plus, 54-year-old Dolores Miklas of Boyce is charged with obstruction of justice, criminal conspiracy, and accessory after the fact. Albert Miklas is accused of a home invasion, shooting the homeowner, and kidnapping a woman who was later dropped off in a wooded area. Grand deputies make a number of arrests connected to everything from drugs to sex. 72-year-old Donald Gale Litton of Pollock is charged with soliciting sexual favors in exchange for bonding him out of jail. 32-year-old Tess Nash of Montgomery is accused of stealing electronically from someone's bank account. She's charged with illegal transmission of monetary funds, ID theft, forgery, and several types of fraud. 47-year-old Robert Eugene Miles Jr. of Dry Prone was arrested for possession of stolen things, meth, paraphernalia, and possession of a gun by a convicted felon. And 32-year-old Rustin Thompson of DeVille is arrested after being found on the shoulder of a road with a roll of $100 bills wrapped around meth in his vehicle. Deputies say he admitted he had been dealing. Rapids deputies say they had to look no further than their own jail to find a suspect wanted for a burglary at the Alpine Golf and Country Club on April 4th. 26-year-old Andrew Michael Mixon of Dry Prong was charged with the break-in where golf cart batteries and power tools were taken from a storage shed. He was already in jail on other theft charges. The Discipline Policy Review Committee of the Rapids Parish School Board met this afternoon to discuss potential actions on several topics. Those included students found in possession of a BB gun or soft pellet gun while in school grounds, school buses, or during school-sponsored activities, as well as use or possession of electronic cigarettes, vape pens, or similar devices, and an issue regarding the use of the popular smartphone app, Snapchat. This morning, the Chamber welcomed Valex Federal Credit Union to 802 Main Street in Pineville with ribbon cutting. The credit union switched locations after being at the VA hospital for several years. Credit union representatives say they wanted their customers to have a more convenient location. Dr. Paul Correll served as interim chancellor of the LSUA from February 2013 to February of 2014. Currently retired on the LSU 4-H Foundation Board, he joined the Rotary Club of Alexandria today to talk about 4-H.
4-H is the greatest youth development organization in the world and has a tremendous impact on kids across Louisiana, across the nation. And I'm going to talk about how 4-H has developed and helped develop kids into contributing members of their community, how it makes them realize their potential for career orientation. Many kids that are in 4-H are much better employees, much better workers, much better team players. And we need to support our 4-H program, which is in every parish in Louisiana and throughout the nation. So I'm going to talk about the value of 4-H and why I've stayed involved in helping to raise private funds to support 4-H, because of its value to the kids and the value to the workforce in Louisiana.
The 4-H program is for kids in 4th through 12th grade. It teaches various life skills outside of the classroom that are beneficial for future success. The League of Trucks is back for a second year. Junior League members Kelly West and Christy Edwards stopped by to give us some details.
Well, you know, the Junior League is all about building our community, improving the community around us, and one of those ways is through outreaches like this, and, you know, allowing our kids to see, touch, feel these vehicles, talk to the people, and learn. So we're really excited about this event. Again, Saturday, April 28th, starts at 9 a.m. through 1 p.m.
This event is a family-friendly one. For more information, visit the Junior League of Alexandria Facebook page. A cold winter meant a slow start to this year's crawfish season, but warmer weather has spurred both growth and the number of crawfish being caught. LSU Ag Center correspondent Craig Gautreaux has this report.
Snow in December and record cold temperatures in January put a chill on the beginning of Louisiana's crawfish season. While the cold weather did not reduce the population, it kept crawfish from feeding and reaching market size.
Crawfish did not grow during December, January, so they missed probably 3 or 4, maybe 5 molts. So a lot of crawfish just now are getting to a good medium size.
With warmer weather and increasing water temperatures, more crawfish are on the market and the quality is improving.
We've been very fortunate. Our catch has been pretty consistent. With the warmer weather that we've had the past couple of weeks, the catch has really increased. The size is getting very good.
Peak demand for crawfish is typically during the Lenten season. With demand expected to drop and supply increasing, consumers could soon see a break in the cost. And they also get a fresh product.
Now that the huge demand for crawfish is over with Lent, the price should come down a little bit. We'll catch it today and it'll be in buyers' hands by this afternoon, in some restaurants tonight, and if others tomorrow morning.
Most of the state's crawfish production comes from ponds that were rice fields harvested last summer. Crawfish acreage has dramatically increased in recent years and is expected to be around 250,000 acres this year.
Because rice prices were down, a lot of rice farmers have diversified and put in more acres of crawfish. So that's really the reason why we've seen an increase in acres for the last 5 or 6 years.
When pond production begins to decrease in May, wild-caught crawfish from the Atchafalaya Basin will help make up the difference. With the LSU Ag Center, this is Craig Gautreaux reporting.
Consumers shouldn't have a problem finding crawfish now into June.
Stay connected with KLAX ABC31. Visit us online anytime. Get today's top stories and trending topics. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. See our pics on Instagram. Watch us on YouTube. And make KLAXTV.com your home for local news and information. Plus, download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
Hi, I'm meteorologist Ross Whitley, and as we look forward to the rest of our week, pretty nice weather is expected. Tomorrow, more like what we had today. Sunny to partly cloudy as we go throughout the afternoon hours. Pleasant once again thanks to our lower dew points and really our wind out there being relatively light, but just enough breeze to make it comfortable. Then as we go into the day on Thursday, it won't be as warm, but it's still going to be pleasant. Our dew points are still rather dry, and the air mass isn't changing much. This dry air mass will slide off to our east as we go forward, but we're really not going to see that moisture return until we get into next week, even with the showers and thunderstorms around for our Thursday night going into Friday morning. Really, again, not a whole lot of moisture associated with this. We don't really need any rain, running about a foot above average, but we're going to get a little bit, and an emphasis on a little bit as we look forward. Out there for the day tomorrow, pleasant conditions all across the southeast and all across our state. You see the shower activity trying to sneak into the picture there just off to our north and off to our west. Our day planner for tomorrow, well, beautiful out there. 55 degrees at 7 a.m. Looking at 75 for the noon hour. We'll get all the way up to 81 degrees, and that should be right about 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Mostly sunny skies. The wind shifting from out of the east to out of the southwest, relatively light, so it will vary as we move around throughout the day. Really not a stern wind direction. Thursday night does look interesting. The heaviest of rain will likely stay off to our north and west, and shower activity and rain moving through for the overnight hours. But again, this could shift a little bit further south, and it's going to be a relatively localized area of heavy rain. Right now, thinking anywhere from Tyler, Texas, all the way up through Texarkana, maybe even extending all the way into Little Rock. So should stay to our north, but could shift south, and that could mean we get a little bit more in the way of rainfall. Right now, thinking anywhere between 1/4 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch. So overall, nothing like what we've seen as of late. Mainly clear out there tonight, 55 degrees, the wind fairly light, and again tomorrow fairly light on the winds, mostly sunny and very pleasant. Temperatures topping out around 82 degrees in some places, might only get up to 78 in others. And as we check out our extended forecast, a shower thunderstorm around on Friday, but we're really wait until next week where you start to see those numbers tick up. We could see the moisture and heat, maybe even for the first time, some definite humidity back into the forecast. Of course, we'll focus more on that as we get closer to it. That's a look at your 7-day.
Get it growing with Dan Gill, Thursdays on ABC31 News. Brought to you by Bayou Robert Co-op, serving farmers and ranchers since 1961.
Good evening and welcome back to KLAX ABC31 Sports. I'm Zach Seminar. With just 7 games left in the regular season, the Northwestern State Demons will welcome in Louisiana Tech on Wednesday for their final non-conference game of the regular year. It's been a bit of a struggle lately, and Coach Pickett will be looking for a spark when the teams meet tomorrow.
I'm just looking for, us to come out with the energy that we need and be competitive. We've got to be competitive in everything we do, with our at-bats, with our pre-pitch routines, and, on the mound, wanting the ball.
Now, the last time these two teams met back in March, the Demons blew a 4-run lead in their eventual 9-7 loss.
Well, thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Today, we bring you the profile of a hero. Marine Private First Class Gomer Pyle.
Heroes come in all shapes and sizes. But this hero is a musical Marine. Gomer Pyle.
Airs weekdays at 8 on MeTV Alexandria. Join your community in the fight to end cancer on April 27th in downtown Alexandria. Relay on the Red is a celebration to benefit the life-saving mission of the American Cancer Society. Show your support and register for the Miracle Run 5K at the Louisiana Athletic Club April 28th. The race begins at 8 with finisher medals and all proceeds benefiting the Children's Miracle Network. You're invited to the 2nd annual Bow Wow Luau. Bring your dogs to the Alexandria Convention Hall dressed for a luau. Register in the Benefit Dog Walk and join the contest. Join us for a morning of family fun at Longleaf Hospital with bounce houses, dunking booths, and the first annual 5K color run. Come together and break the stigma of mental illness on May 5th. For more community events, visit us on Facebook or at KLAXTV.com.